Cosmetics, very well known for their iconic makeup dupes. But are their affordable makeup products really better options than their more expensive counterparts? Only one way to find out. Hey Pookies, I bought so much stuff for this. I also got a haircut. Everyone comment and tell me my haircut looks iconic and slay. So here's the plan. In front of me I have all of my e.l.f. products for a full face of makeup, and I also have the more expensive dupes that the e.l.f. products are based off of. So I'm gonna do half of my face in e.l.f. and half of my face in the other products, just to compare them, contrast them. Maybe we'll make a Venn diagram, see which ones are actually better. We're gonna go in with our e.l.f. Sun Touchable Whoa Glow. And you know, this one looks awfully similar to our Super Goop sunscreen. Super important to be applying your SPF, ladies, okay? How many times do I have to say it? Now, if you guys have watched my channel for a while, you know I love my Super Goop sunscreen. It just layers so nicely underneath foundation. It protects the skin. Okay, so far the e.l.f. one is feeling really good. It does smell more sunscreeny than the Super Goop one, is the best way I can put it. Now going in with our Super Goop on the other side.
A few moments later.
Feeling wise, the Super Goop is just so silky and almost feels better than a makeup primer, whereas the e.l.f. one is a little tackier. Not necessarily a bad thing either way. So far they seem pretty comparable, but we're really gonna be able to tell after we put some makeup on top. Okay, next up on our primers, we have the e.l.f. Liquid Poreless Putty Primer, which she has been around for a while and I know people really love her. And apparently she's a dupe to the Tatcha Liquid Silk Canvas Primer. And this one is actually disgusting because I've had it since 2016. But look, slay, 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 purr, period, pookie. Now let's apply this e.l.f. Liquid Poreless Putty Primer. It kind of smells like slime, but it feels really nice on the skin. Now going in with our Tatcha on the other side. Ah! Oh no, I just squirted that all over my table. You know what? That's when you scoop it up from the table and you just have to use it because the Tatcha one is so stinking expensive. Speaking of expensive, at the end of the makeup routine, I'm gonna add up the cost of both sides of my face to compare, and then we're gonna decide once and for all which is better, the e.l.f. dupes or the more expensive products. This one doesn't have that potent of a smell. They feel almost identical. That's kind of crazy. The Liquid Poreless Putty Primer is a slay. We love her. I recommend this one. Now we got the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer, which I have used this one before because she was going viral on TikTok because you could like stick stuff to your face after you apply her. But I didn't even realize that it was a dupe of the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer. These ones, you can tell that they be looking a little similar. This product scares me a little bit because it's just like so sticky. But I know the girlies be loving them, so I'm gonna give it a try. I read all of my comments and a lot of you were telling me to try to do a full face of e.l.f. makeup, so that's what I'm doing. So make sure to comment. Tell me what videos you wanna see, because chances are I'm gonna read it and I'm gonna do it. And while you're leaving comments, you might as well give this video a thumbs up, give it a like. It helps me out. Okay, I mean, I applied this. She's sticky. She doesn't smell like much. Let's go in with the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip. I've never used this one before. Okay, wait, they actually feel identical. The Milk Makeup one has more of a smell than the e.l.f. one. I really don't like how either of these feel, to be honest with you. It feels like I'm putting like lip gloss on my face. That's the best way I can put it. But if you are into this Milk Makeup one or a stickier primer so that your foundation really just suction cups to your face, I recommend it. But personally me, I would pass on this one and I would buy the Poreless Putty Primer from e.l.f. instead. This is one of the products that I'm the most excited for. This is the e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter Glow Booster. This one is so stinking popular because it's supposed to be a dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter, which also went mega viral this year and is the foundation that I use every day. I love it. So if I could get a more affordable one from e.l.f. and have it satisfy me, that would be sick. Some people use it as more of a primer than a foundation because it is fairly light coverage and very dewy. Now let's blend this out. I'm loving this. I'm very impressed. And it also gives me the vibes that it's a very buildable foundation, depending on the coverage that you like. So you could always just go back in with a little more, which I'm gonna do.
1 hour later.
Okay, wait, are you kidding me? It looks so good on camera too. Now let's go in with the Charlotte Tilbury on the other half. We know she looks good. I use this one all the time. Let's blend out the Charlotte Tilbury. Here's what the Charlotte Tilbury side looks like all blended out. And here's the e.l.f. side. Very, very extremely similar. It looks like the e.l.f. side appears like there's a little bit more product on my face, but that's just because I layered it up more. You guys, I might be converted. The e.l.f. foundation is $14 and the Charlotte Tilbury one is $50. Not this size, the one that's more similar to this one. And I honestly would really recommend the e.l.f. Halo Glow. It's really good. I like it. I might use this every day now. Now for some contour action, we're gonna go in with the e.l.f. Cream Contour Palette versus the Makeup Forever Cream Contour Palette. Let's start with this shade and see what happens. A little bit on the cheekbone, a little bit on the forehead, a little bit on the jawline. And also, I've really been liking a little contour right there to like pull up your eyeball. Thank me later. Okay, first color down. Now let's open our Makeup Forever one. You could tell I use her and I love her. And I'm just gonna put this over in the same spots. My comparison here, the Makeup Forever obviously has more colors, but I feel like the e.l.f. one looks a bit flatter than the Makeup Forever one. Like she kind of melts better, and this one kind of feels like she's just sitting on top. Concealer. So this one has been tried and true. The e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. And she is supposedly a dupe for Tarte Shape Tape, but I also see people online saying it's a good dupe for the Kosas concealer. I haven't touched this one since like 2016, but I do use the Kosas one sometimes. Let's see how my shade match is for this one. Okay, she's very light. Here's how I've been concealing recently, because I'm going for that like snatch moment. And I've also seen someone do here, which I thought was so crazy. And I'll do a little bit here. She's very light for me. I'm kind of scared. I'm always scared to get too dark of a concealer because you can't really fix that. But if it's too light, you can fix it with foundation and contour. Okay, this one dries really fast. I've had it sitting on my face for like 15 seconds and it's already like fighting me to blend it out. All right, I really had to take my time blending it out, but she is blended and it dried really quickly. And it's really matte. It doesn't look like it is gonna crease for 100 years. But the color is way too light for me. Let's use our other ones on this side, and I'm gonna put them in the exact same spots. I haven't worn this much makeup in actual years. Okay, thoughts. I ordered a shade way too light for me. But to be fair, I was never really a fan of the Tarte Shape Tape. I just don't like that it dries down really matte and it's like super, super, super full coverage. I don't know. I just like lighter, more buildable products personally for me. But if you are into the Tarte Shape Tape, then get this instead. They're almost identical. I know y'all are excited for this one. We got the e.l.f. Camo Liquid Blush, which has been all over the internet because even the shades are identical to the Rare Beauty blushes, which I know my preppy girly pookies love Rare Beauty blush, but it can be quite pricey. So let's see if they're comparable. Okay, let's start with our e.l.f. ones. I ordered 3 shades because I wasn't sure which one I liked the best. Okay, let's see what this color looks like. I feel like that looks pretty similar to a color that I would have used. This one is Dusty Rosé. I'm just gonna start with a few dots and we're gonna see how heavy it is. Is there a blush brush here?
A few moments later.
So my friend Scott Kresh just called me. If you guys know him, if you've been here for a while. And so Scott, which side do you think looks better?
To be honest with you, they're almost identical. But when we really zoom in and examine the surface, she's giving me a little more pungent, powerful. It's like, but not necessarily in a good way, but it's like you see it.
And this side?
This side is giving me smooth, blended, like very just cohesive. It's
like seamless.
It's seamless. So I don't know exactly if that means it's better or not, because I don't know in makeup terms like what is good. Like, do you want her to be like boom, or do you want her to be like slay?
You put it the best way that you could have, I feel. Well, thank you so much for your input, but I do have to finish my makeup routine. I just blended that first shade out, but I want to try the darker shade as well, just to see. This blush is almost as strong as the Rare Beauty blush. She be strong. Oh, I'm a big fan. I like this a lot. Now we're gonna go in with the Rare Beauty blush on our other side here. Oh no, it's already way too much. I definitely like the Rare Beauty applicator more, but that's not a huge make or break deal. Also, a hack I've been doing to apply blush, if you put your hand like this and then blend it out, like this is where your blush should be. It's so pigmented. Here's what we look like from the front. Now we're gonna try e.l.f. Halo Glow Setting Powder versus the Huda Beauty Setting Powder. I dumped a bit of the e.l.f. Halo powder out, and we are just gonna start tapping that under my eyes. I've been waiting for some powder. I've been feeling so greasy because there's so much base makeup on. Definitely gotta get that forehead. Oh my goodness. Here's what we look like after the powder and before. Like, look at my under eye. I'm obsessed. Wow. Huda Beauty. This is one that I use every day.
A few moments later.
Here's how we look after the Huda Beauty. I'm obsessed. I actually love the e.l.f. powder. Highly recommend. It's great. We have a few e.l.f. products here for brows today. We have the Clear Brow and Lash Mascara, which you guys love. We have the Brow Pencil, and we have the Brow Lift Pot. And we're gonna be using the Benefit Brow Pencil. Let's comb that out. Hopefully the shade I got for the brow pencil is a good match. Now let's go in with our little pot here. I bet this is gonna be really strong. I'm kind of scared. I haven't done my eyebrows like this in a while. Wait, that's kind of cute. Hello? And I'm just gonna prep my lashes with some of the clear lash mascara. Now let's do the other side.
Eventually.
Okay, what do we think? Wow, the brows are actually slaying right now. I might use this again, depending on how it lasts, because I know a lot of these really strong brow products end up turning crusty, and I don't know if this does that. But from the looks of it right now, I'm obsessed. My favorite is the Brow Lift. This one's a little silly and goofy. This is the e.l.f. Lash and Roll versus the Benefit Roller Lash. Come on, girl. Packaging. So they really said, let me copy your homework and change it a little. Okay, yeah, so they have the same applicator. It's like the curvy one. Oh, wow. So good. It really did curl the lash, and it doesn't look spidery or stuck together or anything. I'm a big fan of that. Before and after. Now let's hit the Benefit Roller Lash on the other half. Yeah, same applicator. I haven't used this mascara in a while. It used to be one of my absolute favorites. I don't know what happened. After the first coat, the Benefit one is definitely giving us more length than the e.l.f. one. Let me do one more coat on the e.l.f. side really quick. Here's what our mascaras look like. Benefit, e.l.f. I think the Benefit one is slightly better, and I had to double layer this one to get it even with the Benefit one, because the applicator just seemed more grippy on this one somehow. But they ended up looking the same, so I think this is a great option. And for lips today, we're gonna be using the e.l.f. Hydrating Core Lip Shine, because y'all be loving this one. And I don't have a great dupe for this one, but I'm gonna use the Tarte lip clicky pens.
Later.
So here is our e.l.f. side versus our expensive side. I personally think a lot of these products look extremely similar, which is kind of crazy because they're so much more affordable from e.l.f. But my three favorite e.l.f. products that we use today, definitely the Liquid Poreless Putty Primer. I'm obsessed, it was so good. The Halo Glow Liquid Filter, love. You need this, get this. And the Camo Liquid Blush. It looks like the Rare Beauty blush, seriously, and they have really good colors. Okay, so I did my math on what this side of my face cost versus this side of the e.l.f. products. So this side, containing 14 products, costed $531. That is so much money. Wait, I'm sitting here wearing $531 worth of makeup right now. That's kind of crazy. But our e.l.f. half, which is also 14 products, only cost $125. That is significantly less for a very similar appearance, which is kind of crazy. I'm officially converted to an e.l.f. girly, and if there's any more brands that you guys want to see me do a full face of, let me know. And until next time, bye guys. Subscribe.